Completing a game of chimps using just 2 towers will grant you the 2 tower chimps achievement. Let's see if we can do it today with Sauda and the biggest one. If you are a player who's trying to get this achievement with Sauda and you're not using resort and using this little square, then I'm not too sure on what to say really. Now, when I was first given this question by a comment that somebody left, I thought, well, let's get the biggest one before starting to level up Sauda, but then when you get to round 95, Sauda needs to be at level 20 to ensure that she can actually solo all of the DDTs on that round. So therefore, we need to stop at the big one, invest in Sauda for a little bit, and then see how we go from there. Obviously, Sauda has to be the camo solo tower here. There is no other path forward with this combination. And just because Sauda is banned from the index does not mean that we cannot use her every now and then, for goodness sakes, for one of these videos. And if Sauda was not banned because of a 1TC she performed near when she was released, then the biggest one would actually have a place on the 2 tower chimps part of the index. Now you might be wondering, which cross path are we going to go with today? Shall we go with more stuns or more damage? And honestly, just because of a bad, we're going to go with more damage. Yeah, the tick damage on the biggest one nowadays is insane. I'm sure people don't appreciate a mortar constantly firing shells down upon Jianxi Sauda, but it's just going to have to be one of those things, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. If the initial shell will not kill you, then the burny residue that it lingers around will. Lead balloons, not a problem whatsoever. The only issue with shell shock, and also the big one of that factor, is that the outermost explosion does 1 damage, but if you, let's say, get a rainbow down to a zebra, then congratulations, you can no longer destroy it. And also, with the mortar in question and the burning stuff, what you have to do in order to apply a burning stuff to, let's say, a black balloon or a zebra balloon, is that this thing needs to have normal damage in order to actually ignite the burning stuff on it, because it needs to make damage first before the burning stuff can actually be applied. So if it doesn't do any damage, then it cannot apply the burning stuff, which is really bizarre. Yeah, the burning stuff has to meet the condition that the shell has done damage to the tower before the burning stuff is applied. Right, the big one is now online. Our explosions are now big. Our hopes are even bigger. There are going to be times where the usage of Sauda's abilities are going to be key to a success on a particular round. So if there's lots of camo balloons on a particular round and they're quite powerful, we're going to use Sauda's abilities at specific timings. I honestly love that nowadays, with the top path mortar, either cross path is viable in their own ways. One for more damage and the other one for more stuns. Right, now we're going to level up Sauda, and hopefully she's at level 19 on round 95, and then we can just spend whatever money is left over needing to level up Sauda to level 20. We'll do that. Sometimes Sauda can be pierce capped every now and then, just like with every other tower, but I think honestly with the big one it's going to be very hard to pierce cap it. Mortar Monkeys by default have some of the highest pierce out of any tower in the game. Also, unrelated to 2 tower chimps, we're going to delve into 2 megapops. It's also quite a good tower just to have unupgraded in order to deal with the early lead rounds, because once you're done with the purpose of a mortar, you can just aim it away at some far corner of the map and it won't be stealing any more pops. Just don't upgrade its top half to make its explosion bigger, just in case it does accidentally steal a pop or 2. Although I think increased accuracy won't go amiss, but I think that's as far as you would want to go. Right, let's level up Sauda next round when we can. Hopefully, can you solo these ceramics without needing to without needing to use an ability. Okay, we're now at level 10, which means Sword Charge is now at play. Now, I think nowadays it activates twice per ability, so Sauda will go around each path of the map twice rather than just once, which is what she used to do. Now, wait, it's at level 14 when Sauda sweeps across all tracks twice. So level 10 once, level 14 twice, level 20 3 times. That's really interesting. Another off-topic subject. When I originally started my channel, I used to really hate the mortar, just as a concept. Like a tower which its biggest strength relies on how many times you relocate its cursor to ensure that you can get the most amount of... Okay, we're going to use our ability there because I thought that's not going to end very well. And we do have this down here to make it a little bit longer of a round. But nowadays, I love the mortar. Well, I don't like the bottom cross path unless we get to Bloon Incineration. I feel like Shattering Shells is just a little bit too inconsistent to rely on, and which is why I've not yet done a 2 megapots video with it. Just because you're relying on damage over time rather than raw damage to get the most amount of damage out of that tower. And I'm just not the biggest fan of damage over time, although that's ironic saying that since we are using burning stuff, but it feels like both the explosion and the burning stuff have a lot of damage by themselves, not just one being completely outweighing the other, if you get what I mean. Okay, BFB, enough of my rambling, although I wouldn't be Flare Balloons without my little bit of rambling every now and then. Some people like it, other people just prefer this to be a 2-tower chimp scenario. Me, I like the prospect of doing a little bit of off-topic stuff in a video that is about 2-tower chimps, but of course we will deviate every now and then. Okay, speaking of deviating, we're deviating back on course to this 2-tower chimp scenario. Sauda is a very, very powerful tower. So powerful that at one point she managed to completely solo an entire game of chimps. Okay, these ceramics just have no chance. Just absolutely zero chance whatsoever. Just get absolutely nuked into oblivion. And if we did have some abilities which are on cooldown, these red balloons at the back of a map would be very nice to have. Okay, the burning stuff damage is really nice. The higher up you go with the top crossbar, the more powerful the damage over time is. Yeah, top half mortar is my favorite, followed by the middle path. That's really fun. And unless you get to Bloon Incineration, then the bottom cross path is, to me, not that fun. It's the most specialized path, I feel like, out of all of them, whereas the top one is just plain and simple, big explosion, big damage. The middle one shoots a lot of them and bonus damage to particular targets. I just wish it had all of the bonus bad damage that it had back in 39, I believe that update was, where it had like +8 or +9 bonus bad damage, which was a big deal back then, which made certain combinations possible. Ooh, please don't regrow to something stupid like the yellow balloon. Right, up to level 13 you go, Sauda. Throughout your time playing Bloons Tower Defense 6, was there a tower that initially you really didn't like, but you now really like nowadays? Or even like the complete reversal where you used to like that tower, but nowadays you do not like that tower? From not liking to liking, I've already mentioned the mortar is now a tower I really like to use, but the other way around? I don't really know, possibly. Like, nowadays, I'm not the biggest fan of the bottom path ninja because of how slow it fires out its bombs against the middle class balloons. But I think that's like the closest I can get to, really, or any towers that used to have the normal damage type. I don't know, like the big one here, and then not putting in the patch notes that the biggest one's damage type was also nerfed. I feel like some clarity needs to be addressed at certain points when they're not pointed out. Communication is key after all. Without communication, people get befuddled. Although because the lower tier damage type was nerfed. People, the Ninja Kiwi before we presume that people will know that the biggest one was also nerfed as well. It's a shame because the Ultra Boost biggest one combination could have been possible if its damage type was not changed. There we go, there we go. That was just the placement that I needed. Make sure that they make at least one loop around here, probably two if you're feeling a bit bolder. And then you should be good to go without needing to use both of Sauda's abilities. The Sword Charge one I think is a bit more reserved when it comes to its usages because it takes longer to come back online. Okay, 20,000 for the next level. Now, what are you thinking? Round 76 might be very, very difficult. Well, if it was just Sauda, then I do understand. But we have this beloved Mortar on our side, and when the Mortar is on the field, you know that a large amount of ceramics are going to be absolutely annihilated. Speaking of which, just like that. And the burny stuff damage is an absolute delight. That means you can just lay one shell on the ceramics and the incineration will deal with the rest of it. As I said, I love that Ninja Kiwi has made the burny stuff a viable cross path nowadays rather than just relying on sheer fire rate. Just thinking, what about the quality of each, like, fire rate? But quality of each shell fired out. And there goes round 77. Okay, round 78 should be very interesting actually because of the fact that we need to carefully manage when we use Solace. It's a bit... Oh my... Aside from two, they were all instantly charred. Can you do... Oh, I forgot to level you up actually. Okay. That's fine. Let's see how we fare against the BFB with just this. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Okay, let's use the ability. Oh, I should have used it while they were on there. We'll just use the ability, actually. And now this round. What about the regrow rainbows? Just like with other rounds of a huge amount of balloons, Mortar is here for our rescue. Sword Charge greatly increased damage. Brilliant! Fortified BFBs, no. And I feel like even the fortified ceramics can be instantly charged as well with the big one shell with burning damage. Okay, ZOMG. We'll just use these abilities. Lovely, lovely. There's nothing to lose here since his target is so slow. In certain cases like this one, brilliant, but I feel like with any Prince of Darkness scenario, ZOGs are actually a little bit more annoying because of the lack of graveyard recovery. Round 81 completely done. Okay, round 82. This one's going to feel a little bit more difficult because of the fortified ones. I feel like obviously with a big one will do a lot of damage, but because of the increased amount of HP that they all have, it's going to be more of a difficult time. Maybe Sauda's Sword Charge ability is going to come into play here. Okay, I need you all down to super fortified ceramics before I can properly deal with you all. Okay. They're coming along. I need these. There we go. That should be it. Okay, the amount... Oh my god, yes, because of the amount of times that she goes around this little square, it means that we can just deal with these super fortified ceramics. Go up to level 17. Lovely jubbly. Sauda's sword attacks slice through many balloon layers at once. I don't know why I read the description just like that. Sauda? I feel like I'm pronouncing her name wrong. 84. We will soon be able to attack at the speed of a blur. 2 ZOMGs. Right, that's the first ZOMG down. I didn't even need to do that little bit of micro there. Although this one, yes. Oh my god, pink balloon. That one pink balloon was a bit scary. It goes so fast it dodges my attacks. Who needs to be a bat to absorb all of the attacks when you can just dodge the attacks? Sometimes that is the best way of being defensive, is to be sneaky. Round 86, done and dusted. The big ones, burning stuff, really does wonders there. Okay, 4 of them this time. Ugh. 87, going down quite well. Let's use the abilities when we can. Almost. Oh, that was almost a failure there. Maybe I do need to use the ability. No, I'm not going to use the ability. I feel like we can do this. We can do this. We did it. Oh my god, I couldn't plan that even if I wanted to. 11111. Throughout my channel's history, that's probably the number of times that I've died to a yellow balloon. Or my entire history of playing Bloons TD games. I do struggle with words sometimes. Please forgive me. Right, an entire round filled with fortified balloons. Oh, level 19. That's going to be very helpful here. And I'm just going to see if we can get to round 95 without needing to apply any more money, but I feel like we're going to need to do that anyways because of Sauda's relatively slow level up rate. But we're going to leave this button alone for the time being. Hopefully we'll just have a little bit of money that we need to contribute for round 95 for that, but this entire round is Sauda. And okay, apply you there, and hopefully that, yeah, that does it. That pretty much does it. Okay, now you are attacking at the speed of a blur. Deal with the super fortified ceramics first, and then hopefully this will be able to help out. I need the ability back for round 92. Let's just save that. Oh gosh. Okay, I thought that one ceramic might have leaked there. We may have had a leak in the scenario and not the vegetable leak. We're doing very well against these fortified balloons. But I do remember now that Sauda now does bonus damage against fortifieds, which is a very nice trait to have. Because they are much beefier aspects. I mean, much beefier balloons. Okay, please be incinerated, be charred, be whatever. Be whatever you want to be. Be the very best, like no one ever was. Ash Ketchup, there we go. And just nuke. Nuke Dukem. Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem. Whatever you want to be. Okay, use you there. And are we going to need to use... Nah, we don't need the sword charge ability. Or maybe I am missing out on... Yeah... I should have let Sauda level up naturally after level 18 was brought. But I think I should still be able to afford the biggest one throughout the scenario. Oh gosh, no. I wanted Sauda to have a little bit of money left to get to level 20 around 95. How's this going to fare with my chances for like round 96? Yeah, the incineration is still definitely happening. I'm just wondering about the future rounds, honestly. Like round 98, that's going to be quite worrying for me. Because now I won't have access to the biggest one for that round. Okay, use that. Hopefully this ability will come back for this round, because this is a very pivotal ability that I need to have online. Okay. So, when the first DDT makes its ugly face around this point up here or somewheres, hopefully we can do it now. Okay, this needs to reach around. Oh no, that's our first failure of the day. And people will be like, no, this is not a legit scenario because you died. Right, ring the bell, for these camo balloons at some point will die. Okay, maybe unleash the sword charge slightly earlier so that we can deal the damage in which we need to do. Hopefully. Okay, hopefully. Okay, 2 DDTs left. Okay, just got a few left. There we go, we're done that. We should be able to get it, actually. We should be able to get the biggest one. Yeah, I've overspent on Sauda. That's the problem that we have here. When you overspend, that can be very bad. Especially in real life. Real life scenario, do not overspend. It's bad for you. Although overspending on therapy because I keep dying to yellow balloons throughout the years. No amount of money is too much for that kind of therapy. Okay, use sword charge again, and there we go. And oh gosh, round 97. This is going to be a bit of a tricksy one, because we won't be able to get the biggest one on this round, but hopefully we should have enough damage here. Hopefully. This is a big hope. Okay. Let's just do that. And then use sword charge. Okay. Round 98. This is a big round here. This is going to test to see if we can actually do this or not. And we should be able to do this. We should be able to go through this scenario. Oh, sword charge, I need you more than ever, actually. Okay. Yeah, we go. That's the biggest one online. Oh, no. DDT's round 99. That could be bad. I need you away for the moment. The biggest one. I need you away to not end the round too soon. Not ending the round too soon. Oh, gosh. There's a lot of charge time left. Oh, please let it not be a stupid. I may have committed a stupid here. Please not let me commit a stupid. I think I've committed a stupid here. I may have committed a stupid. Oh, no. Come off here. Hopefully that's not too late. I don't want to do this again. Don't want to do this again because of an ability. I hate ability reliant runs, honestly. Okay. Yeah, nowhere is safe for you. Nowhere is safe for me. Have you ever considered that? Please, let this not be a stupid. Oh, I need just a... Oh, clutch! You just did it there, Sauda. I'm so proud of you. Okay, round 100. What can we do against this massive behemoth? Gonna eventually whittle you down with the burning stuff, take damage. Okay, we can use it there, hopefully. Won't use you again until we need you for the DDTs. Maybe I should not have planted my chains down there. Oh, sorry, Sauda's has changed down. Chains down there. Change for the better. Alright, hopefully this will pull through. Okay, plunge you down there, and then hopefully we can deal with the rest of this with what we've got going on here. Okay, oh, the chains down there are pretty nice. Okay, char them to death. Char them to death. 2 more. And there we go. Almost thought I couldn't do that because of the timing of my sword charge around 98. Maybe I should have delayed that just a little bit with the biggest one upgrade. But we did it, everybody. That is the 2 Tower Chimps combination of Sauda and the biggest one. Obviously led by Sherlock Holmes. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. And round 95 wouldn't be possible if you go for the biggest one first and then level up Sauda, because you wouldn't have enough money to level up Sauda to level 20 on round 95, which is why we had to do it in that order. So thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.